What's going on, everybody? Robbie Diesel here, and I wanted to do a quick video about my trip to San Diego. So I already did the vlogs and uploaded those. If you haven't had a chance to check those out, click the little links in the description below. There was a two-part episode about digging around at Comic-Con, finding collectibles and things like that. And this video is going to be a showcase of all the different things that I picked up at Comic-Con, things that I find personally cool, a couple of rare items and things like that that you can only get at San Diego Comic-Con. So without further ado, let's check it out, shall we? So each one of these things that I picked up, you can only find at San Diego Comic-Con. They're all cool, they're all sweet, they're all unique in their own special way. And before we get into it, I want to remind you guys, make sure that you hit that subscribe icon so you're subscribed to this channel. That way you get every video as I upload, and so that you don't miss a moment of awesome, nerdy goodness. Now, the very first thing that I picked up is really near and dear to me because I'm a big fan of pro wrestling, right? Like, I watch wrestling an insane amount through the week. And one of the first things that we did when we got to San Diego is we hit up the WWE and Mattel panel, right? So they were showing off a couple of the new action figures in the Mattel line, and it was headlined by Kofi Kingston, Becky Lynch, and Rey Mysterio. And the panel itself was actually hosted by Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. It was really, really cool. There was a rumor going around that WWE was going to be doing something in relation to the 24/7 title at Comic-Con, and we got a little bit of it, but we didn't get the whole segment, right? They, at the end of the panel, they opened the floor up for questions, but they cut the line short, super quick, like way faster than any Q&A that I've ever been a part of, right? And so I immediately thought, okay, this is it. They're going to do some kind of segment here, which they did, but it more or less just ended up being Drake Maverick asking about the whereabouts of R-Truth. And in the haste, in the middle of the segment, he's handing out these flyers, which he's known for handing out on TV because he's always searching for the then 24/7 champion R-Truth. And I was lucky enough to be able to come away with one of these flyers, which I'm most likely going to end up handing off to one of my buds because I promised him something super cool. But we walked away with one of those R-Truth wanted 24/7 champion flyers. And it was super, super awesome. It was dope that I was able to walk away with that collectible. And yeah, man, like, the panel itself was dope. You got to see Kofi, got to see Becky. It was awesome. So that's item number 1 on the list. Item number 2 is something that most of you Rick and Morty fans out there will be able to appreciate. It is actually a limited edition Morty statue. Peace Among Worlds is what it's called. And I know I'm breaking like collector / nerddom law by even opening this up, but you guys got to see like the actual whole thing because it's actually pretty sweet. I promise I won't ruin the packaging. But it is it's a golden statue here, and I just dropped a little stand out for it. Thankfully, it's still protected. I'm gonna breathe on it. It's a golden statue of Morty himself, giving the old Stone Cold salute there, letting everybody know they're number one. And he's got the alien antennas on, representing his multi-dimensional travels. And that one's pretty cool, man. I really dig it. And this one was a Loot Crate exclusive, right? You can only find it again at San Diego Comic-Con, and you can only get it through Loot Crate. Now, one of the coolest things about this dude, though, is there was only 750 of these made. So if you didn't get it at Comic-Con, most likely going to have to hit it up on the resale market, eBay, Amazon, things like that. But your boy actually scored one. Moving right along is another limited edition collectible that we scooped up. Again, only available at Comic-Con. another Loot Crate exclusive. So shout out to Loot Crate. And it says limited edition Hello Kitty vinyl figure. Funkos and the pop vinyl figures are always a thing of popularity there. And of course, Hello Kitty, huge over in Japan, and is starting to really take off here in the States. So we had to cop this for no other reason other than your boy is a big fan of Hello Kitty. I know. You might not think so, but I am. Now, the next two items are collectibles that were exclusive to the BBC item shop at San Diego. And these are from a franchise that's very near and dear to me. I was not the biggest fan of this show or this series at all, but once I actually sat down and started to digest it, I became a gigantic Whovian. And for those of you who don't know what that term means, it is essentially related to those who are fans of and fanatics of the TV show on BBC and BBC America, Doctor Who. So this collectible in particular actually was really difficult to get because they kept selling out of them. So we would go back to the booth like every day to see if they had restocked, and eventually we finally snagged it. And I think it's kind of cool, just because it's a really neat design, and B, because your boy is a big fan of noodles here. So what this is, I'm going to take this out here, is a special edition Doctor Who noodle bowl. Check that out. So it's a fancy little noodle bowl, so you can eat all your ramen and drunken noodles and things of that nature right out of the bowl here. The unique thing about it is, in addition to sporting a TARDIS design all around the bowl itself, it has on the back side here a lovely little hole for your chopsticks to fit into. So no more misplacing the chopsticks or setting them down on dirty tables. You got a holder for your chopsticks built right into the bowl. Delicious, nutritious, and convenient. Super dope, right? I thought so. All right, so the second Doctor Who collectible that we came across is actually really awesome. This creature debuted in the latest series of Doctor Who, featuring Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor, first female Doctor in the entire 50-plus year history of the franchise. And this creature here is called a pating. Yes, a pating, kind of like the noise your spit makes when you spit your tobacco into a spittoon. Pating. Yes, that noise in particular. This guy is as adorable as he is dangerous, and this is an exclusive BBC America pop vinyl figure depicting the creature in all of its glory. It is as vicious as it is adorable and has a bottomless appetite. I would highly recommend you check that episode out, by the way. It was really cool, really adventurous. I dug it. That was number one on Maria's hit list because A, it is an adorably ugly creature, and B, it kind of reminds her of a little tiny hippo, and she is a giant fan of hippos. Therefore, she had to have it, which means we had to have it. Last but not least on the list is, you guessed it, yet another Loot Crate exclusive figure. This one was really high in demand, A, because unlike the Hello Kitty and the Rick and Morty statue, there were even less of these guys to go around. So there were 750 of the Hello Kitty figurine and then 750 of the Rick and Morty figure. This guy, they only made 500 of them. And if you know anything about San Diego Comic-Con, you know that people will generally swap all of the collectible stands and snatch them up as quick as possible. And we were actually able to get one of the last 20 of these that they had because they sold out almost immediately after we left the stand here. And what this is an exclusive Ghostbuster figure with it's a slimed statue. Let me get the wrap off of here real quick. And it features one of the best Ghostbusters, my personal opinion, because he was a scientist, a doctor, if you will, an actual doctor, psychologist extraordinaire, and one of the funniest men in Hollywood all around. It is a statue depicting Peter Venkman. Yes, and it's unique in the sense that he is, of course, on his walkie-talkie, probably communicating out to one of the other Busters. But he's got Slimer on his back, which is amazing. And, of course, the figure has got the slime on the head there. It looks super dope, super, super cool. This one was more for me. I'm a big fan of Ghostbusters. I love all of the movies. And I actually enjoy the all-women's Ghostbuster reboot. Hot take. Those are my figures that I was able to walk away with from San Diego Comic-Con. It was a blast and a half. It was super hard to get all this stuff too. They had a ton of other collectibles, but these were on my personal hit list. There was one that got away, and that was the exclusive Mattel Macho Man Slim Jim figure. I was in line every single day to get that bad double, but I was not able to walk away with it. But I'm glad I walked away with these guys. I thoroughly impressed myself by being able to snag these. And again, if you haven't seen it already, check out my San Diego Comic-Con vlogs. I did a video of me hunting these collectibles in particular down and making sure that I was able to get them. If you yourself scored some sweet San Diego Comic-Con swag, let me know. Comment in the comment section down below in this video. What did you get? How long did you wait in line? And were you satisfied with your purchase? Also, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. If you like this video, smash that like icon. Let me know that you liked it. And as always, be sure to subscribe to the channel. That way you get more videos just like this one. I am your humble, gracious collector extraordinaire, Robbie Diesel, at Robbie Diesel on the tweets, on the Instagram, on the Facebook. I will catch you guys later. Peace.